bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storm. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's good for Tennessee.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, makes that work.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class. And this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Compton drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On the carry.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Henry.
Tannehill's pass.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, he shifts past him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Derrick Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Keelan Cole.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
His kick is no good. That keeps the score Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. That bad boy.
Adam Vinatieri.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Smith. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one.
Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Titans have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this 1st half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
the quarterback.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
A 45.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
After the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go. 20.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. The Colts were winners last week. They're looking to get to 2-0, and they lead at home. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they lead the visiting Denver Broncos at the half. A touchdown pass there for Ben Roethlisberger. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it. Because as you mentioned,
they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Jacksonville.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Another carry for the running back. Desmond.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Titans' 21-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. Big time.
Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
14.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Play action, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Derrick Henry.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings
Here's Tannehill.
The pass. It's a loss of 4. Makes it 3rd down and 12.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It's good. That ties the game at 17.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And shoving his way inside the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
To go.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks...
Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
17.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 more yards.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 32.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Down Jacksonville.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jeffrey Simmons.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so much between the
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The quarterback is sacked.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the...
Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Titans 17. Adam Vinatieri.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 times.
Right, they had to attempt it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 57-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now it's Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the